Hello and welcome back. Okay, are you ready? We're going to finish this program in 25 minutes, but these 25 minutes que tenemos por delante, these 25 minutes that we have ahead of us, are going to be 25 very productive minutes. And we're going to use I wish. Ojalá tenga la oportunidad mañana de veros de nuevo. Esto no es wish. It's I hope, porque hay posibilidad de que os vea mañana. I hope there's a chance. For example, ojalá sepa la respuesta. I hope I know the answer. Ahora, ojalá supiera la respuesta. No es I hope, it's I wish. Ojalá sepa la respuesta. Ojalá sepa. Cabe la posibilidad. Si digo ojalá sepa, es como espero que sepa la respuesta. No me han dado la pregunta todavía. I don't know the question yet, but I hope the question is easy. Ojalá sea fácil la pregunta. I hope. Cuando cabe la posibilidad es I hope, porque queda la esperanza. Ojalá sea una pregunta fácil. I hope it is. Ahora, me lo dan y dice, oh my God, it's difficult. Ojalá fuera más fácil. I wish. Aquí se dice wish y no hope, porque wish ya no hay esperanza, ya es total exasperación. I wish I knew the answer. Ojalá supiera la respuesta. Okay, listen. It's a pity your English isn't perfect. Y dice, sí, es una lástima que mi inglés no sea perfecto. Ojalá lo fuera. I wish my English were perfect. All right? I'm not a millionaire. Me. I'm not a millionaire. But I wish I were. I wish I were a millionaire. I don't speak French perfectly, but I like the French language and I enjoy traveling in France. I wish I knew French better. I wish I knew French better. About 150 years ago, there was a man who was living in the north of the United States who missed the south. He missed it very much. Echaba mucho de menos el sur, el profundo sur de los Estados Confederados. And he wrote a song. And he said, well, I wish I were in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. It's a very famous song about the South. Oh, I wish I were in Dixie. Ojalá estuviera en Dixie. Dixie es un apodo para los Estados Confederados del Sur. Dixieland jazz. The first jazz at the beginning of the 20th century in the caves of New Orleans was Dixieland jazz. Dixie. Oh, I wish I were in the land of cotton. Ojalá estuviera en el país o la tierra del algodón. Old time there, not forgotten. Yes, I wish I were. Pero se entiende que no está. Por eso dice, ojalá estuviera, que me gustaría estar, pero no puedo. Ojalá estuviera. I wish I were. Ojalá supiera francés. I wish I knew French. Ojalá tuviera $1 million. I wish I had $1 million. Ojalá tuviera un yate propio. I wish I had my own yacht. Ojalá tuviera muchos hijos. I wish I had a lot of children. Ojalá supiera muchos idiomas. I wish I knew a lot of languages. Ojalá me pagasen más para este trabajo. I wish they paid me. I wish. Entonces, mira, me pagan mal por este trabajo. They pay me very poorly for this. Okay. Ojalá me pagasen más. I wish they paid me more. Estoy usando paid, que es del tiempo, aparentemente del tiempo pasado. Pero no lo es. Ojalá me pagasen más. I wish they paid me more. They don't pay me well. I wish they paid me more. No soy millonario. I'm not a millionaire. Ojalá lo fuera. I wish I were a millionaire. No tengo $1 million. I don't have in el presente. I wish I had $1 million. Okay? No mido 1.90, pero ojalá midiese 1.90. I don't, or I'm not, perdón, estoy pensando en español. I'm not 1.90 meters, but I wish I were 1.90 meters. No soy buen jugador de ajedrez, pero ojalá lo fuera. I'm not, presente, I'm not a good chess player, but I wish I were. Okay? And it's a pity. Ahora vamos a empezar. Escucha, ahora voy a decir una frase en el pasado. I'm sorry I didn't learn French well when I was a child. Siento no haber aprendido bien el francés de niño. I'm sorry I didn't learn French well. I'm sorry I didn't learn French well. I wish I had learned. Ahora, ojalá hubiera aprendido bien el francés. I wish I had learned French well. Okay? I'm sorry I negotiated a bad agreement for this program. They pay me very little. I'm sorry I negotiated a bad agreement. I wish I had. Ahora remonto a lo que se llama el pluscuamperfecto. Ojalá hubiera negociado mejor. I wish I had negotiated a better agreement. Okay? Okay, number one. Now listen. It's a pity they can't come to the party. It's a pity, it's a pity, it's a pity. Qué lástima. Qué pena. It's a pity, it's a pity, it's a pity. Yo nunca digo it's a pity cuando hablo, pero se dice mucho. It's a pity they couldn't come to the party. I wish, ojalá hubieran podido. I wish they had been able to come. I wish they had been able to come. They didn't come to the party last night, and it's a pity. I wish they had been able to come. The party would have been much better if they had come. The party wasn't the best party in the world, but if they had come, it would have been a fantastic party if they had come. But they didn't. Ojalá hubieran venido. I wish they had. I wish they had come. I wish they had come. It's a shame I'm not rich. Qué lástima. Es una lástima que yo no sea rico. It's a shame I am not rich. Pues sí, ojalá lo fuera. I wish I were. I wish I were rich. It's too bad they lost the match. Ahora, esta frase que acabo de decir es en el pasado. They lost the match. Yes, last Saturday, the Real Madrid lost a match. Yes, and it's too bad. Eso sí digo mucho. Yo no suelo personalmente decir it's a pity, pero digo todos los días, it's too bad. It's too bad they lost the game. I wish they had won. I wish they had won. I wish they hadn't lost. I wish they had played better. I wish they hadn't had such bad luck with the referees. I wish they had concentrated more during the match. I wish they had had a little bit more of luck. I wish they had been a bit more lucky. Yes, I wish they had won the match. Ojalá hubieran ganado. Ojalá hubieran tenido más suerte. Ojalá no hubieran perdido. Ojalá hubieran tenido más suerte con los árbitros. Ojalá los árbitros hubieran actuado mejor. I wish the referees had been better. All right? I wish the team itself had taken the match more seriously, but they didn't. And they lost. Okay. Cuando se dice una frase en el pasado, perdieron. They lost. Last Saturday, my team, well, they're not my team. Last Saturday, the team lost. They lost. Ojalá no hubieran perdido. I wish they hadn't lost. Okay? I wish they hadn't lost. It's a pity he doesn't know how to repair the computer. This computer is broken. Yeah. This computer, it's broken. It doesn't work. I broke it. It's not the fault of the computer. The computer is very good. The problem is the user, and I broke it. I broke this computer. I wish I hadn't broken it. I wish I had been a bit more careful, because now I don't have a replacement for this computer. I wish I hadn't broken it. Okay? But it's broken. Now I have to find somebody to fix it, or I need a replacement. And if I ask for a replacement, I'll ask for another okay. Okay? But I wish I had treated it more carefully. I wish I hadn't mistreated this computer. All right? I wish. Cuando ya no hay remedio. Se dice wish. Cuando ya no cabe remedio, ya no hay nada. ¿Has perdido? Ojalá no hubiera perdido. Ojalá hubiera tenido más cuidado. Ojalá no hubiera entrado tan precipitadamente en esto. I wish I hadn't rushed in. I wish I had been more careful. I wish I had analyzed the situation more carefully. I wish I had used my brain a bit more. I wish I hadn't been so rash. Rash. Como ceniza, ash, con R delante es precipitado. Ojalá no hubiera sido tan precipitado en la toma de decisiones aquí. I wish I hadn't been. I wish I hadn't been so rash. But I was. It's too bad there isn't a solution. No hay solución a esto. There isn't a solution. Ahora estoy hablando en el presente. There isn't a solution. There isn't a solution to this problem. I wish there were a solution. There isn't. I wish there were. Si no hay, pues se dice ojalá hubiera. Ojalá hubiera una solución, pero no hay. I wish. Entonces, cuando dices wish, ya no hay más remedio, ya está todo perdido, y ya de forma exasperada dices, ¿qué más quisiera yo? Ya no puedo hacer nada, pero I wish I could turn back the clock. You take the clock and you say, 35 years ago, I became an English teacher. Oh my God, what a mistake. I never should have become an English teacher. I wish I hadn't started teaching English. I wish I hadn't come to Spain. I wish I hadn't began to teach. I wish I hadn't become an English teacher. I wish I could, ahora en el presente, ojalá pudiera, ahora mismo. Ojalá hace 30 años no hubiera venido. Ojalá no me hubiera convertido en profesor. Ojalá no hubiera comenzado a dar clases. I wish I hadn't, I wish I hadn't, I wish I hadn't, más los participios. I wish I hadn't become a teacher. I wish I hadn't started teaching. I wish I hadn't come to Spain. Ahora paso al presente. Ahora, pero no puedo dar marcha atrás al reloj. I can't turn the clock back. I can turn it forward. In fact, the clock moves forward, but I can't turn it back. Ojalá pudiera. I wish I could. I wish I could turn the clock back. Because if I could turn the clock back, I wouldn't become an English teacher. I would devote all of my energy, my neurons, my adrenaline to something more lucrative. My God, it's impossible to make money teaching, even when you're a good teacher. Wealth and teaching are mutually exclusive, okay? Have you ever heard of a rich teacher? Have you? Huh? Never. Okay. Now, it's a pity he lost his ID. Yes, last week, my good friend Pablo lost his ID, and now he's having all kinds of problems. Pablo lost his ID, 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 y esto no es I más D, eso es tarjeta de identidad, carnet de identidad. He lost his identity card, identity, ID, okay, I punto D punto. And Pablo lost his ID, and now he's having problems. I wish he hadn't lost his ID. I wish he had been a bit more careful. I wish he had been. Todo la semana pasada, pero ya no. Ya es agua pasada. Ya no hay remedio, eh? There's no solution. All right? Don't cry over spilt milk. No llores sobre la leche derramada. Ya se ha derramado. Límpialo. It's too late. Don't cry over spilt milk. You should have been more careful with your milk. You shouldn't have knocked the milk over. You shouldn't have been goofing off, haciendo el ganso. You should have been more careful, and you spilled the milk. Don't cry over spilt milk, because it's too late now. It's too late. All right. It's a shame there weren't any tickets left. Yes, I wanted to see a very important football game, and I went to the stadium to buy tickets, and the sign said, sold out. Sold out? But my cousin is here from the United States, and his son, my nephew, my niece, I want to take the family to see a genuine Spanish football game between two important teams, and it's sold out. I wish I had come here last week. I wish I had been more previsor. I wish I had been more careful. I wish I had come sooner. I wish I hadn't waited until the last minute. Eso pasa a veces. Apuras y esperas hasta el último momento y ya se ha cerrado el cupo y ya no hay vuelta atrás. And this happened to me. I went to the stadium to buy tickets for myself and my relatives from the United States who wanted to see the Real Madrid and Barcelona play. And I went, and there was no tickets left. There were no tickets left. I wish I had been more careful. I wish I had foreseen this problem. I wish I had come to the stadium here, or gone to the stadium last week or the week before to buy the tickets. But now it's too late. Por eso uso wish. Cuando es too late, se usa wish. Ojalá supiera inglés mejor. Ojalá supiera francés mejor. Ojalá hubiera empezado más pronto a aprender francés. Ojalá hubiera escuchado a mis padres. Tenían razón al final, los pesados. They said, learn French. Learn French. I wish I had studied piano and guitar more scientifically. I play both instruments well, but I would play them much better if I had studied music more formally. I wish I had done it. Beethoven's father forced him to play the piano and to practice when he was 5 years old. He hated the piano. It's a good thing the father insisted, because Beethoven became a master. I wish, it's too bad they gave up so soon. Yes, I wish they hadn't given up so soon. They gave up after only 2 attempts. 2 tentativas, 2 intentos, y se rindieron. Abandonaron, tiraron la toalla. They gave up. They gave up. I don't know why. In my opinion, they should have continued trying. They should have persevered. They should have tried more times. But they didn't. They gave up. Ojalá no hubieran abandonado tan pronto. I wish they hadn't. I wish they hadn't given up. I wish they hadn't given up so soon. And you? I hope you don't. He saltado ahora de wish a hope. ¿Por qué? Porque estás ahí, viéndome. No has abandonado todavía el aprendizaje del inglés. Y espero que no abandones nunca. Entonces digo hope. No digo wish. Porque cuando digo wish es que no hay remedio. Ya está todo perdido. Entonces contigo voy a decir hope. Ojalá continúes. Ojalá hagas un esfuerzo. Ojalá perseveres. I hope, I hope, I hope. I hope you continue. I hope you don't give up. I hope you persevere. I hope you make an effort. I hope you enjoy learning English. And I hope you learn it. I hope. Okay? Now, if you had given up yesterday, if you had said to me, Richard, no more. I'm not going to watch your programs anymore. I have decided to give up. English is too difficult. I don't have time. It's too expensive in time and money to learn English. So, allá tú con tus enseñanzas. Okay, it's your problem. You teach the rest of the country, the rest of the Spaniards. I give up. Por la presente, tiro la toalla. I hereby give up. And I say to you, well, ojalá hubieras tenido un poco más de tesón. I wish you had been. I wish you had been. Porque ya es tarde, ya es ayer. Formalmente abandonaste. I wish you had been more tenacious. Tenaz. La tenacidad. Tenacity. I wish you had exhibited a bit more tenacity. Come on. Are you made of strong stuff? Or are you simply made of weak raw material? Come on. I wish you had been more perseverant. I wish you had listened to me when I warned you that learning a second language is not easy. I wish you had paid more attention to me. I wish you hadn't simply started spending your money on silly projects and not focused on what I told you. But now it's too late. I wish you luck for the future. Without English, which is okay. You'll survive, no problem. Many opportunities, job opportunities will close for you. Many doors will be closed, but you'll survive. Yeah, we all survive. You won't die of hunger, for sure. You won't die of hunger. Okay, I wish I knew more languages. I wish I had more money to achieve or accomplish the things I would like to accomplish. I wish I were a bit younger. Ojalá tuviera menos edad. Que fuera más joven. I wish I were. Oh, I wish I were younger. And I wish you were in Texas now, enjoying Texas barbecue. All right, I wish. I imagine, Sophia Loren says, I wish I were a little younger. I imagine that in 1944, Adolf Hitler said, I wish I hadn't invaded the Soviet Union. What a mistake. I wish I hadn't. I'm sure that in 1944, many German people said, oh, I wish we hadn't. I wish that we hadn't elected Adolf Hitler to the chancellorship in 1933. You remember, Adolf Hitler was elected to the chancellorship. He did not take over the government. He entered the government and gained power through legitimate democratic elections. And I'm sure that 10 years later, many, many German people said, I wish we hadn't voted for him. I wish we hadn't elected him. All right. And I'm sure that Tojo and other members of the Japanese High Command, el alto mando japonés, said, ojalá no hubiéramos atacado Pearl Harbor. I wish we hadn't attacked Pearl Harbor. My God, what a mistake. Okay. Yes. And I'm sure some people say, you for example, ojalá no hubiera empezado con el inglés porque ya no sé cómo resolver este tema. I wish I hadn't started because I don't know how to solve the problem now. I'm in the middle. I'm a perennial intermediate student and I'm stuck. Aquí enganchado, que no puedo ver, in the middle. Perpetual intermediate. Well, and you say, ojalá no hubiera empezado con este dichoso idioma. I wish I hadn't started. I wish I had simply said, I will speak Spanish the rest of my life and no other language. That's okay. Don't worry. If you wish you hadn't started, well, I'll help you. I will help you get out of the intermediate rut. Rut es como un surco en el cual no sales porque las paredes son muy altas. You're stuck. Stuck. Stick is pegar. But to be stuck is literalmente estar pegado, estar enganchado, estar cautivado. You're stuck. And you're stuck in a rut. R-U-T. Como el nombre de mujer, Ruth. Rut. Okay? You're stuck in a rut in the middle. 90% of all of you who are watching me now are stuck in the middle. They're perpetual or perennial intermediate students who finish their life intermediate. All right. Nivel medio, inglés de nivel medio. Okay, fine. Now, there are two ways. Well, there are three. Living in Spain. I mean, if you go and live in New York City for 10 years, you will solve the problem. But in living in Spain, there are two ways. Number one, to study every day, a lot. Okay, to study. Practice. That takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and probably no se apetece. You don't feel like studying so much or working so hard. Second possibility, simply watch this television station every day for 1 hour, 2 hours, but every day. All right, it's an average of 6 days a week. And watching this for an hour and a half, 6 days a week, are 9 hours a week. Multiplied by 50 weeks, that's a lot of weeks. All right, that's 400 hours a year or more. And after 3 years, 1,200 hours absorbing English. I think your English, maybe you will come out of the rut and start advancing into the advanced area of English. Okay? That's English by absorption. Learning English by general absorption. Okay? And you will say, I wish I hadn't started this language, but now maybe with Aprender Inglés TV, I can learn more. And I hope I can learn more. Okay, it's a pity he couldn't attend the concert. There was an incredible concert last week, and I'm sorry you couldn't go. I wish you could have gone. I wish you could have gone. I wish you had been able to go. Yeah. Me hubiera gustado que fueras. I would have liked to have seen you there. I wish you could have gone. I wish you had been able to go. Dos formas para decir lo mismo. Ojalá podrías haber ido. Ojalá hubieras podido ir. In Spanish, you have two ways too. Yes. Podría haber ido, hubiera podido ir. Podría haber visto, hubiera podido ver. I wish you had been able to go. I wish you could have gone. Because if you had gone, you would have liked it. And I wish I had. Ojalá tuviera más tiempo. I wish I had more time. But I don't. I have to go. I have to stop. We have finished, I think, a full trimester, a full quarter, 3 months of classes. I hope your English is getting better. I wish I could be more time with you. And I wish I could teach you personally in a class, face to face, but I can't. But I hope you continue to watch. Ojalá sigas y ojalá pudiera yo tener más tiempo con vosotros, pero ojalá sigáis viéndonos. I hope you continue, because I enjoy it. I have fun. This is fun. I enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it too. Okay, thank you, and see you very soon.